games in this series, Mason has played 27 minutes. He has no points, no rebounds, and 1 assist.
His shots don't even look close. They have no chance of going in.
Parker is fouled with 3:38 left in the third. There is a conference amongst the officials here. Foul on Sean Marion. 15 foul on Dallas. And Marion's third foul. And you've got Tony Parker, the leading scorer for San Antonio tonight, on the line. The officials indicated that Marion shoved in the back here. Let's see. Mahimi was setting the screen, and Mahimi went into Parker.
He never stopped moving his feet. Mahimi didn't.
Jason Terry subs in. Dirk taking a seat. Minutes-wise tonight, Dirk's played 27. Butler and Kidd lead the way in minutes for Dallas with 28. Both teams are over the limit, so more free throws coming up here. That foul is on Mahimi for his first. And Jason Kidd on the line. How about the line tonight for Kidd? If he knocks down these free throws, he'll be 7s across the board. 5 points, 7 boards, 7 assists. Makes the first. In the regular season, Kidd was 5th in the league in assists, 5th in steals. Averaged 9 assists a game, averaged 1.8 steals. Was an 81% free throw shooter in the regular season. Does not get the second. That's his first free throw miss in the series. He's 9 of 10 on free throws. 5 games deep into this series. 15 on the shot clock, Parker. Going to the basket. Hill was able to flip it up off balance and bank it home.
Interesting how late in the possession that screen finally came. I think Kidd thought he was going to end up checking him in isolation. Late screen by Mahimi helped free him.
Marion drives on Bonner. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Mavs have led by as many as 22 here in the third. They're currently on top by 18. 76-58. We do say hello, by the way, to our audience around the country tonight watching on NBA TV. Locally, of course, Mavs game night on TXA 21. Kidd on the back down, posting up in the lane.
That's a good look. A little bit different look for the Mavericks. Kidd is capable of posting up. Doesn't do it a lot, but when he does, he enjoys a lot of success.
The Mavs are doubling up San Antonio points in the paint tonight, 40-20. And that is a big aspect of why the Mavs are the owners of a 20-point lead.
Well, everything about this game is different for Dallas.
Mahimi rumbling to the basket. 2:10 to go in the third. There will be a timeout of the next dead ball. Once again, a post-up. And a repost and a foul on Parker. With exactly 2 minutes left in the third quarter, there's a timeout on the floor. It's charged to the Mavs. 78-60, Dallas has the lead. Jason Kidd, he might get a triple-double tonight. 8 points, 7 rebounds, and here's one of his pretty 7 assists. Over the top, down low to Marion, quickly up for the score. He played, but there are a lot of different options. Rest assured on what happens around the league in the other playoff series. But the good news is they are all on Saturday. Could be kind of early, could be kind of late, but they're all on Saturday.
I don't care what time it is. I just want the Mavericks to play on Saturday.
Right there with you, brother.
Jason Kidd on the free throw line. So we finally got an answer. I was perplexed. I'd never seen that situation where Brendan Haywood made his second free throw and a loose ball foul
on the defense
on a made free throw is treated like an and-one situation. So there was a foul on Matt Bonner. He delivered quite a shove to Dirk in the back, and this was about 6 minutes ago, game time-wise. And that's why Dirk got the one free throw.
That's exactly the call. A loose ball foul against the defense on a missed second free throw is treated as an and one.
I figured they just made that up on the spot because they didn't know what else to do.
It is the first. I've never seen that. Never have.
I don't know that I have either.
Bounce pass to Marion. Head of steam to the basket. Mahimi comes over and makes a nice play. Loose ball, and Hill has it for San Antonio. And Hill drives and gets the finish. 1:15 left in the third, and George Hill makes this a 16-point game.
Great play by Kidd and great play by Hill.
Nahara looking to get on the board. Missed on a three. Parker there for the rebound. Parker's the leading scorer for San Antonio. He's got 18. He's averaging 17 a game in the series. Dribble drive. Parker left it short on the chippy. Barea came into the timeout. Three-guard look for Dallas. Barea coast to coast. The deflection. Hill to the floor. And he has called a timeout.
What an amazing effort there to get that ball.
That's a 20-second timeout that Popovich is going to want to have in the fourth period. I can promise you that.
Unless the Mavericks can sustain the pressure and run off and hide.
Right, but that possession is not nearly as important as that 20-second timeout late in the game if you're able to make a comeback.
You know, a lot of times over the course of this series, we focused on the Western Conference playoff race. We mentioned a couple of Eastern Conference finals tonight, so let's update everyone on the East. It is 3 series now done. Cavs won in 5 by winning tonight over Chicago. Orlando swept Charlotte by winning last night 99-90. Atlanta and Milwaukee tied at 2 games apiece with Game 5 tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And Boston wraps up their series tonight with Miami, winning in Boston by 10 to win that series 4-1.
Well, I tell you what, Scott Brooks won Coach of the Year, and deservedly so, but you could have made a very compelling argument for Scott Skiles in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And the fact that they, you know, we saw the terrible injury to Bogut down the stretch, and that they're grinding it out in that playoffs. That's a very nice season for those Milwaukee Bucks.
So
kind of indicative of the way Scott Skiles played the game.
Yes, sir.
Boston and Cleveland will play in the second round, and Orlando is awaiting the winner of the series between Atlanta and Milwaukee. The home team has won every game so far in that Atlanta-Milwaukee series. Late in the third quarter, he got a foul here. Hill fighting with Butler, trying to deny him the position that he wanted. They were putting Butler right down there by the logo on the left side of his lane, and Maverick coaching staff often refers to that as a logo ISO. That's one of Butler, as we talked about in this series, that's one of his bread and butter spots, likes to set up there, and as we know, Bob, go baseline. Yes.
You know, and here's the great thing about Butler's playing so many minutes at small forward in his NBA career, having a smaller guard on him, that's a good time to post up.
Right there on the logo when the foul was called.
It's like Caron Butler went vertical on a keg of Tough Juice before the game, didn't he?
He did.
Getting after it tonight.
30 points for Caron Butler on those 2 free throws. 12 seconds. San Antonio can hold for the last shot of the third quarter. Parker drives on Barea. Lobs it up, doesn't get the bounce. Mounds will have a chance from half court. Jason Terry. Oh! Almost put an exclamation point on the third quarter. Mavericks started the third quarter down by 7. They'll go out of it in front by 18. Butler had 11 of his 30 points in the third quarter as the Mavericks are up 82.
I think he was 2 of 7 at the half. He's still 2 of 7. And for San Antonio to get back into this, what has to happen outside of Manu playing better?
Well, they're going to have a lot of guys hit a lot of threes and really get it going. But unfortunately for the San Antonio Spurs, you know, they are playing off the emotion of the crowd, the Dallas Mavericks. And you have Caron Butler just took over this basketball game. And that's the one guy, I think, for the Spurs that they have to get going is Manu Ginobili for them to have a chance, not just scoring, because he makes life easier for a lot of guys on the Spurs team.
Parker leads San Antonio with 18, but the Spurs in a big hole right now. Remember, Dallas won Game 1. San Antonio won Game 2, 3, and 4. We'll get you back to the fourth quarter of Game 5 right now. Mark Followill and Bob Ortigal on the call.
5 seconds. That's his only action of the series.
Jason Terry to the right of your screen goes completely across the floor down the baseline to get open using that speed and quickness. Excellent play without the ball, and then a fine pass to find him, and you make the catch and shoot the jumper uncontested.
Keith Bogans went in to start the fourth quarter, and Mahimi no good. Dirk rebounds. So the lineup on the floor, Bob, leads me to believe that as an offensive foul is